nice to see you, to see you nice. As most of you will know by now, this is my 2004 Subaru WRX. I've had the car for a while now. It's actually coming up to a year. It's not far off a year, which is mental. I should really start doing some shit to it. But in that time, I've grown to love some things about this car. I've also grown to dislike some things about this car. Hate's a strong word, but we're going to use hate for the title, you know what I mean? So that's what we're going to do today. We're just going to go for a cruise, and we're just going to discuss 5 things I love and 5 things I hate about my Subaru WRX. That's it. Let's get it on. Let's get it on. I think we'll start off with the things that I love about this car, because I'll be honest, there is more of them. That classic Subaru rumble that we've all grown to love, unless you're Jeremy Clarkson. I just can't get enough of it. Can't get enough of it. My car is pretty tame in terms of Subaru sounds, but it still does sound really good. Can't forget the noise of that blow off either. Nearly a year on, I'm still not bored of it. I am planning to get a big noisy boy exhaust on it soon. I have found one. I'm just waiting on a couple of things, but don't worry, a big noisy boy exhaust is coming. Something I'd never experienced before getting it. I've been in 4-wheel drive cars, but I've never driven one, and it's just a completely different experience to, you know, obviously front wheel drive and rear wheel drive. Obviously it's a different experience, but it gives you so much confidence, which is obviously a good thing, but it can also be a bad thing. Like, you've still got to be a bit careful in the wet and stuff, but it's fun. It's a different kind of fun, and I like it. Personally, I think that the Blob shape Impreza is the best looking Impreza. It was the one that I grew up wanting as a kid. It's the whole, when you park it up and you look back at it thing. Every time I park this up and I turn around and look back at it, I'm like, God damn. God damn! And that's what a car needs to do to you. And this car does. The boost is addictive. I'm not sure I'll ever be able to buy an NA car again. I'm sorry. I just can't get enough of it. The noise. And that paired with a 4-wheel drive. Woo! It does things to me. Obviously boosts are going to be on this list. Obviously. I could already hear you saying it. Oh Jay, that's you can't afford an STI, so you're saying WRX is the better. No. I'm well aware that the STI will outperform a WRX. I completely understand that, and that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, with the way that the market is at the minute for an STI, if I'd have bought an STI, I'd be scared of touching it. I'd be scared of doing anything. I'd be scared of going anywhere in it. I'd be scared to put miles on it. Because this is not an STI, I'm not worried about any of them things. I'm going to ruin this car. And I'm fine with it. That's what I bought it for. I bought it to play with, I bought it to use, I bought it to experience. And if I did buy an STI, I'd be scared to do it. It'd be pointless to have. I hope that makes sense. So that's it for the 5 things that I love. Now time to move on to the dreaded 5 things I dislike / hate. Hear me out. It's just a bit cliche, innit? Like, it looks fine, fair enough, if you want gold wheels on your blue Subaru or black Subaru or whatever. Like, I understand it's the given, but I just think it's a bit, oh, you got blue Subaru, you got gold wheels on it, yeah, thought you might, do you know what I mean? That's why the gold wheels will be going eventually. It's not a big issue. I did have to think long and hard for these 5 things I hate, and that happened to be one of them. So the fact that it's got gold wheels, don't like it. I swear, it seems to use it as you're putting it in. It just disappears. We all know we don't buy cars like this for the fuel economy, and to be honest, it could be a lot worse. I'm getting around 250 miles to a tank, which isn't horrendous, but when you do quite a few miles, you find yourself at the petrol station quite a lot. It's not the end of the world, but I find myself looking at the petrol gauge quite often going, really? Already? We all know the rumours and memes about servicing a Subaru, especially the spark plugs. I understand that if you know what you're doing, there's probably an easy way to do it. I do not know that way. I'm planning on doing a video where I service this car by myself with Tony as a supervisor, and just to see how long it takes me and just to see how difficult it is. I'm actually quite looking forward to doing it. I'm looking forward to seeing how bad it actually is to do. Should make a funny video anyway. They all seem to be quite a chavvy car, to say the least. Drug dealers, that's another thing I get people asking me for 10 bags all the time. But there's one cliche in particular that really grinds my gears, and that is the vaping cliche. Oh, you own a Subaru? Oh, I bet you vape. Bet you're a vapey Subaru guy. Well, here's the thing. I am unfortunately a smoker. It was a decision I made about, well, probably over 10 years ago now, and I'm still smoking, but I don't want to be. So I do have a vapey stick, right? And I feel like a bell end every time I use it when I'm driving. Like, oh, look at this guy and his Subaru vaping. No, I'm trying to better my life. Just let me better my life, please. Food for thought. As much as I said, I love the fact that it's four-wheel drive. It's a completely different experience to rear-wheel drive and stuff. But I just do miss rear-wheel drive. Not because I want to be a yobbo or anything like that, or do skip round roundabouts. I just miss it. It just feels different, doesn't it? We all know it is a bit fun when when that thing that happens when like your foot slips off the clutch and like it like spins the back wheels a bit accidentally. Well, that's it. That's 5 things that I love /hate /dislike about my Subaru WRX. So we'll leave it there. If you have enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe. Ta-da.